Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. It's the morning, Monday. How you doing? Hello airplane, I've just got to take some Eric that he's on the plane to Tokyo. Crazy! Here are my eggs. And I'm actually just heating up some of the root veggies from the other night. Which I usually don't do for breakfast. I usually always make fresh sweet potatoes. I just felt like it today. Have a little something different. So we've got some squash in there and some pumpkin and some sweet potatoes. Plus the other thing about that is it's faster. And now let's get out my greens. So how are you doing today? This light is kind of funny. Is that better or not better? I don't know. Either way, I'm like lit from below. Does that make it better? Not really. And right now, as I'm chopping my vegetables, I'm just imagining just the areas around my shoulders, around my scapula. Any tension there just melting, and obviously because I've been practicing for a while and I can see it. If you are new to all this, you probably are like, I don't know what you're talking about. For those of you who do know, if you can imagine your scapula, your shoulder blades, and actually we did a little bit yesterday, didn't we? If you watched the vlog yesterday. We're in my closet, a little touching our scapulas and squeezing and finding that kind of inside point bit that attaches to the muscle, the levator scapula. So as you have these kinesthetic experiences and actually go through the processes and feel and touch and experience, you can then start to also practice it when you're not actively touching and squeezing your shoulders. I can imagine or I'm feeling that smoothness of my scapula sliding on my back as I am getting out my greens. You can practice all the time. Just feeling the enjoyment of a breath. Like and just a simple question. Like, can I enjoy this moment? Can I enjoy this breath, this action, this whatever it is? So, those are my words for this morning. Actually, my voice, you can hear, is still a little quiet. Oh, I need to edit like 10 vlogs. That is a big pile of sauerkraut. Hello, hello. We just went to ballet, hence the ballet hair. Actually, no, Laura always has this hair. Laura always has this hair. Oh dear. I was really imagining getting right up onto my demi-point, right up onto my releve. And imagining the muscle, what is that muscle called? The one that goes down the side of the calf and under the foot and really helps get you up onto releve. I am spacing on what it's called. But anyway, I was really imagining that, like supporting me up releve, and it really helps. When I get up, totally different.
Super fall foliage.
Really, really beautiful. Yay, 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 yay. Yeah, it looks like a big pile of mush, which kind of is warm mush. I'm gonna eat my mush. Hi!
Hello there, vlog.
Hello there, vlog.
How you doing?
I'm a bit scared because I've just been eating crackers. I might have them in my teeth.
Let me see.
No, I'm not gonna show you. I know I do.
Let me see.
No.
Show the vlog.
No. Definitely not. This is trippy. Oh my gosh, I know. I'm like, do I look like I'm bullying her? Oh, poor Jess. I was teaching her how to sit. I think Rachel's like, do my session, do my session. Yes. 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 Okay. Oh no, what?
I think the tail end of whatever sickness is now become a cold.
You didn't have a cold already?
No, I had cough, but now I have like congestion.
It's gone back to front. That usually goes the other way.
And I like hear myself breathing, and I don't.
I know, I hear myself breathing and my voice sounds so like croaky.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I am giving you an update post-session and post-day. I, in watching some of the recent vlogs that have gone up and also been helping edit some of them, I've noticed that often on Mondays, the Mondays that I do have sessions, I'm often a little bit bumpy during the day and then have an awesome session, and then I'm kind of like mute after and don't really give an update. So you may be wondering kind of like what comes up or what goes on, but actually for me, I kind of have had the feeling the last few vlogs that I've watched of like, Jess, in those moments share more, because in the future you're gonna kind of want to remember and know what was going on. Yeah, so here I am sharing. So Holy Shift was really awesome. We spent most of the session doing Franklin method today. So tapping our bodies and ribs, and we did a bunch of shoulder stuff and neck squeezing. It was really nice. And Laura had us write a list at the beginning of Holy Shift saying kind of like, what's our status quo right now? Like, what are our challenges? What are we struggling with? Like, kind of like, what's our reality? And then get rid of the paper, do a bunch of Franklin method, come in, and then feel like, okay, how does life feel now? And she asked us to write ourselves a note, which I did write myself a note and was really grateful to have done that, and I always am. And as always with this work, I feel like I'm constantly having the epiphany of like, it's kind of like so easy to change your reality and to come in and to like come deeper into you and change your own physical experience in your body, which then everything on the outside feels different. But sometimes it feels so freaking hard, and I could kind of feel at the beginning of Holy Shift, Laura was like, okay, like just stand up and see how you're feeling right now. And in a way, my shoulders felt fine. I was like moving around. I was like, I feel fine, especially because I went to ballet today, like definitely mobile, but I felt tired, and a part of me felt like I kind of wish I was at home and could crawl into bed with some Netflix or something. That like very curly uppy feeling. And it was so interesting to experience myself through the whole process and just staying present with myself. And it's like, okay, well, let's tap this arm. Oh, all of a sudden my arm actually feels awake. Let's tap the other arm. Same thing. Let's move our ribs. Like just such a small amount of presence and movement and kind of like awareness of body. And all of a sudden the like kind of like frumpy, tired, like let me curl up feeling, it's like, oh, I'm actually like energized and I'm awake and I feel different. And my long list of like all of my like struggles right now just feels so much less relevant, such a quieter mind. I mean, just the ultimate example of like the two realities that we live in. So it was a good moment for self, and I'm sure anybody who's in Holy Shift who's watching this can remember and relate to that of like, sometimes when you're in the feeling of like, man, my body feels bad, or like I'm tired, or whatever, all of these things are piling up that feel so challenging, to be like, stop, how am I feeling, and let me just take myself through an experience or follow one of Laura's videos or whatever it is, whereby which I can feel different. It's like the greatest gift, and it's also so hard at times, because a lot of times our like resistance and the like grr part of us doesn't really want to let go. So that felt really good, really, really good. And I kind of feel like one other takeaway for myself from today is just kind of like being kind to myself and knowing like when I'm feeling a little bit bumpy or tired or like kind of like pre-shift, it's okay. And it's like just kind of the like pet yourself thing of like, it's fine that you're feeling this way. You don't have to be happy-go-lucky or like super excited about whatever. Like, keep doing your thing. It's totally all right. And like, let the shift happen. And even on the other side of it, it's like I'm kind of post-session now and still feeling a bit emotional. And just kind of like let that process, like whatever wants to process, let it process. And it's just as good as the happy moments and the like fun joy of it all. It's like this is part of the human experience too. And it's kind of nice to embrace it and not resist it. So that is my Monday night update. How are you doing? Yeah, let us know in the comments. I haven't really feel like I've shared this, but I love reading your guys' comments. You probably noticed that I try to comment on almost every vlog, and I often try to comment on your comments, but it feels good. It feels really awesome to know like kind of who's tuning in and feel connected to you. And I've gotten the feedback a lot of times from people of like, oh yeah, I know who you are because I watch the vlogs, which always feels so cool. But I'm like, oh, I had no idea you watch them because you don't ever leave a comment, which is fine. But if you're kind of one of those peeps, leave a comment, even if it's a smiley face or just like, hey guys, or something like that, because it just feels really nice to be able to put a name and face and really feel our community. And if you do leave comments, shout it to Sandy because you're rocking it right now. It's so awesome, and thank you, and let's keep it going. And I would love to see 10 to 20 comments, well, way more than that, but let's start with that on every single vlog and every video, and just like letting it be a like in the moment, real time, not real time, whatever time, discussion and connection, and yeah, feeling connected through the web. So that is my wish for now. I'm going to sign off because I need to head to the co-op to get some groceries and then head home so I can go to bed and feel rejuvenated and well rested for tomorrow, because this past weekend I definitely skipped out on some sleep time. So that will be nice. Love you guys. Good night.
Aww.
I did a private confessional downstairs.
Aww. I just said Jess looks like a different person.
I told the vlog that I think it was either I just edited it or I just watched one, but a Monday vlog where I feel like this always happens, where I'm like, funny, whatever, don't talk, then have a session, I'm like, whoa, but then don't even say anything after the session. And so I'm upping my own talking to the vlog.
Yeah.
And sharing.
Jess looks like she's matured. Somehow. The session was also really cool. Yeah, it was really cool.
Actually, I was just kind of like feeling through my room this weekend.
Whoa.
And yeah, it did feel very congested.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like I would like to have like some more space.
Yeah.
And actually this morning I ended up meditating.
Oh, cool.
And falling into like
Whoa.
a space of like
Whoa.
nothing or nobody around me.
Whoa. And
So
that
that
just
was
totally came up in her session.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was like giving you this extra space, this almost like kind of a bit like this window, like this little nook of like spacious expanse, like just you. And lots of stuff about nurturing and like giving and receiving, and it being able to happen like not like I either give or I receive, but just very like fed by life and nature, and like I'm in the forest, like breathing in that experience and being out in the world. And Rachel's, her back came up, and there were just loads of stuff. It was really interesting. Her back.
Oh.
Like this area of her
Oh,
back, and
wow.
like there was loads of stuff, and it was just like shedding lots of stuff that just she doesn't need anymore, just extra like protection layers and stuff. And then there was this image of me, like I've got your back, I'm watching your back, like your back's covered, kind of in that role. And then a little bit later in the session it came up of like, I can't remember exactly what it was, but just fear or something, or around like Laura's holding me back, and it's like, but then this image of like, you know, a rocket when it takes off and then it like lets go of its like booster packs. Almost like anything that isn't you can't be held back. So it's almost like me, or this representation of like kind of holding you back, but it's like, but I've got your back and not what's actually you. So it's kind of like the shedding of it to like go. Wow. It was really cool.
Really cool.
A bunch of other stuff, and Jess is, did you tell me, like feet and I was so seeing like such clarity in all the foot bones and up onto releve and heart and knee perspective and
I forgot to share that part.
all the, did you tell them about the like all the tasks being connected to all your bones and how you just like spring into movement and then like the tasks just happen because you move, because they're all like, I got this image of like a puppet thing that you just do that and it just all the tasks dance. Yeah. Your shins cutting through. So yeah. Really cool. You look like you've got your family of pumpkins. This pumpkin. This pumpkin.
Hi, pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Oh, come on. Don't do it. It's gonna like suck forever.
What?
Hey, pumpkin. Such a cute thing to say.
Walking down the stairs, walking down the stairs. Look, I just thought I'd show you my banister. Isn't it nice? I think this is a lovely banister, and it's got nice pointy bits, and it's really nice to massage. Ooh, can you see your under armpit area? I bet you have a banister, something you can massage your instant shoulder relaxation. Can you see that? Well, I'm holding the camera in that hand, but it is instantly relaxed. This side is a little trickier. There we go. Oh, ooh, 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 really good. So anyway, I'm off to bed. Great angle, Laura. I'm off to bed, and of course I have to say good night. So good night. I didn't really film that much today because I was in Holy Shift and Starship and sessions all day. I didn't film my new ballet either, even though it's a really nice pirouette. I think I told you that. So I think you got a bunch of downloads, so hopefully you loved them, and if you did, give it a thumbs up, of course. And let's raise the thumbs up energy, shall we? See how many likes we can get on this video. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna go wash my face and get in my PJs and get into bed. So, mwah, love, night night, bye.